Like it or not, the Duchess of Sussex has quickly risen to become one of the world's most watched women and one of the most divisive. Royal fans love to fawn over Duchess Meghan's stunning outfits and the adorable photos of her gorgeous son, baby Archie, and cannot get enough of her incredible love story with Prince Harry and how much the couple still clearly adore each other. But while the 39-year-old mother enjoyed several years of overwhelming public support since joining the royal family, the tide has turned against her. Though it's clear that she lives a millionaire's life despite stepping down as a working royal too, and she does because of her $60 million net worth. Here's a little look at what she spends her cash on and her dark secrets. Let's start with her clothing. In 2018, Markle spent $500,000 on her wardrobe, 5 times more than Kate Middleton. However, the report did factor in a pricey jewelry piece, which has been speculated to be a gift from Prince Charles, but remains unconfirmed by the palace. Typically, gifts aren't included. The ranking was also based only on clothing pieces that could be identified, of course. Though Markle is also known to flaunt H&M and J.Crew on occasion, she's also been spotted in a $3,500 Oscar de la Renta gown, a $4,700 Armani dress for her Oprah interview, and $18,000 Givenchy dress, and a $75,000 Ralph & Russo gown for her engagement pictures with Prince Harry. And if you thought that was expensive, there's also a $157,000 Stella McCartney silk crepe dress worn at her wedding reception and a $265,000 Givenchy wedding gown. Well, for a nice dress, you must have a nice luxury bag, and Markle has some. She has a $4,900 Dior Lady Delight, a $985 Gucci Dionysus, many Strathberries, including the $770 Midi Tote, a $920 Bottega Veneta wallet, a $720 Mulberry, Darlie and Victoria Beckham powder box bag of $620. The list goes on and on. Though her jewelry and watches worth is nothing compared to her bags. At her wedding to Prince Harry, Markle wore a $155,000 Cartier bracelet from the Reflection line and $68,000 earrings after the ceremony. Markle also has a Lorraine Schwartz earring worth $40,000 and an Eternity ring costing $62,000. But her most expensive piece of bling has got to be a $350,000 engagement ring from Cleve & Company, though she's also worn priceless heirlooms once worn by Princess Diana, Queen Elizabeth and Queen Mary. But among all that, Markle's $5,800 Cartier Tank Française seems to be her watch of choice. But what about her gold Cartier tank? It's rumored that the striking heirloom once belonged to Princess Diana and may have been passed down to Markle after she met Prince Harry. Now, where does she keep all of her dresses, bags and watches? After the royal couple announced their exit from the royal life in 2020, they moved to a $14.7 billion Montecito mansion in Santa Barbara, California, swapping British royals for neighbors like Tom Cruise and Ellen DeGeneres. The 18,000 square feet, the 9-bedroom property has a cinema, office, spa, arcade, library, wine cellar and everything you can imagine for a Hollywood home. They live there with children Archie Harrison and Lilibet Diana. Before the big move, they called Britain's Frogmore Cottage home. The historical countryside abode has been a royal residence since 1792, and the Duke and Duchess dropped around $3 million of taxpayers' money for renovations before they stepped down from their royal duties. Okay, so what about everyday necessities? The couple spends up to $1.2 million a month beyond the designer clothing and bling. Other expenses include a $200,000 baby shower, which Serena Williams kindly paid for, $11,000 on acupuncture and numerology during her pregnancy, $43,000 a baby moon, possibly up to $59,000 a year on nannies, and of course, holidays. Markle's favorite wine, Tignanello, costs $130 a bottle. And let's not forget the couple's membership at Santa Barbara Polo and Racquet Club, which costs nearly $10,000 a month. That's all about her luxury life. Now, some of her dark truths. You'd think Meghan's mother, Raglan, would be overjoyed her daughter and only child married a prince. However, shortly after the royal wedding in May 2018, Meghan's mom was incredibly hurt by being forced to sign a document swearing her silence about anything involving Meghan's life as a royal. As you may have noticed by all the hubbub around her, Meghan doesn't communicate directly with anyone in her family beside her mother. Instead, her family members communicate with her, or rather to her, through social media and TV appearances. Her half-sister, Samantha Grant, thrust herself into the spotlight the second Meghan's relationship with Prince Harry became public. She's chastised Meghan, then recanted, and then gone back in for seconds. And sadly, this behavior dates back to when the two were young. Perhaps it's no surprise that once Meghan became the most watched woman in the world, her exes came out in full force. Her ex-husband, Trevor Engelson, had some unsavory things to say about their divorce, while her ex-boyfriend, Corey Vitiello, has claimed Meghan was still dating him when she began courting with Prince Harry. As if it wasn't bad enough, Meghan's own family has negative opinions about her. Her in-laws may feel the same way. There were rumors ahead of the royal wedding that Queen Elizabeth grew tired of Meghan's bridezilla act and had to lay some ground rules. Even her sister-in-law is on the fence. There have been rumors from the start that Meghan and sister-in-law Kate Middleton were bickering. Things were allegedly extra contentious ahead of the holidays, reportedly leading to Queen Elizabeth ordering the two to stop their feud for Christmas, because on Christmas, the royal family shows their coherence in public. Meghan Markle's relationship with her family was a hot topic in the run-up to her wedding. Her husband-to-be inadvertently caused a stink when he told BBC Radio 4 that the Windsors were the family that I suppose she never had. Some surmised that Markle had lied to her fiancé, which is apparently a family trait. Her half-sister, Samantha Markle, admitted to staging those infamous paparazzi shots of their father, who was also lying. Also, Meghan Markle starred on the hit show Suits for years. We would never try to take that away from her, but let's be honest, she didn't become a household name until her relationship with Prince Harry, and her reps may have tried to take advantage of that newfound notoriety. And she may have planted rumors about her. In December 2017, a rumor started that Markle was on the shortlist for a role in the next James Bond movie. But the rumor turned out to be just a bunch of lies, and the chatter was just stirred up by her people for publicity. These rumors aren't too far-fetched if you consider the fact that Markle's former friend also suggested the actress has grown a bit too big for her britches. Even by season 2 of Suits, she was turning down lunch with the rest because she said she'd be recognized. There were instances where she showed that she developed a sense of entitlement because she was on the show. It was like that from the start. From the royal wedding to the millions watching around the world, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's wedding appeared every inch a flawless fairy tale, but reports suggest that it wasn't exactly smooth sailing behind the scenes. She got a lot of British backups when she requested that air fresheners be deployed at her wedding because the smell inside St. George's Chapel displeased her. Though the chapel's musty smell isn't unpleasant at all, it just smells like how you would expect an old building to smell. A side note for you all, St. George's Chapel has been an important place of worship for the British monarchy since 1475. Meghan wanted staff to go around with air fresheners, like spritzer guns, and spray the chapel with scent before anyone arrived. Royal household staff stepped in and told her office politely but firmly that this was the Queen's Chapel and it simply wasn't appropriate. This is a place that has held royal weddings and funerals, and even contains the royal vault. A request of that nature has not been made before. You can see she is hard to work with, and it's not often that people with top positions in the royal household give up their post. So when 3 walk within quick succession, rumors of trouble in paradise are bound to fly. In May 2019, Meghan Markle's right-hand woman, Amy Pickerel, was leaving when the royal couple moved to the Frogmore cottage, making her the 3rd member of the Duchess's staff to quit within a matter of months. You can guess where the problem was. And there you have it. We hope you enjoyed today's video, and we thank you for staying with us until the end. Please make sure to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for all new and upcoming videos. We have new ones every week. Until then, we'll see you on the next one.